Hello my lovelies, I hope you're doing well, and I'm back once again with yet another reading, and this is a question and answer video on Abhishek Kumar. Okay, so yes, so I would be doing a question and answer with a video today for two Abhishek, so that there's no confusion. So I'm pointing it out. This is for Abhishek Kumar. Okay, and so yeah, so I have shortlisted the questions. Okay, thank you for sending in your questions, and let's get started. And those of you that haven't subscribed to my channel, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. All right, so let's get started. So what are the questions for Abhishek? Okay, so now someone wants to know that does Abhishek feel possessive about Khanzadi? Okay, so let's see. All right, so let's check. So does he feel possessive? I mean, I've mentioned it in the past that he is someone that is extremely possessive as a person. Okay, he's very controlling, very possessive as a person. But does he feel possessive about Khanzadi? Okay, so let's check that. Okay, he definitely does get affected by her, okay? So he does feel, he does get affected by her, okay? He is someone that is really, really emotional. He gets affected by her. I mean, he does like her. But at the same time, he has a lot of fears because of his past relationship. He feels that maybe things with her will not work out, and maybe he doesn't have it in him to get into another relationship. So I've mentioned it in the past that he's not emotionally stable to get into another serious relationship. Yes, he could be exploring his possibilities, or maybe just sort of maybe do some harmless flirting, considering possibilities. He's also someone that is impulsive. I've mentioned that. So I mean, any decision which he sort of makes, you know, out of impulse and because of the fact that he's attracted to someone, like someone. So I mean, that could be a bit problematic for him. So I mean, he does get affected by Khanzadi. He does keep an eye on her. So it's not that he doesn't pay attention to maybe who she's maybe getting associated with, what are the rumors regarding Khanzadi. No, so he definitely does pay attention to that. So I can say that he does get affected by Khanzadi, but I don't feel that. So he is possessive on the whole, okay? So he is possessive as a person, but now towards Khanzadi only, I mean, he could be possessive. Yes, he could be, but I feel that that's just his nature, okay? He's just possessive as a person. But yes, he gets affected by Khanzadi, okay? So he's not indifferent about it. The attraction is there. I've mentioned that in the past. Okay, so moving on. So someone wants to know that, okay, so what do Abhishek's parents think about Khanzadi? Okay, so this almost feels like a Abhishek and Khanzadi question and answer session. Okay, I mean, because I'm doing a question and answer video for Abhishek Kumar for the first time, so I am sort of okay, someone's in a rush, super annoying. Okay, so because I'm doing it for the first time, so I'm just like I'm okay with the shipping related questions as well. Otherwise, usually I prefer to sort of focus on just the person I'm asking about and no shipping related questions. But I will allow it this time around because it's the first video I'm actually doing on him. Okay, so someone wants to know what his parents basically think about Khanzadi. So let's check. So what do Abhishek's parents think about Khanzadi? So let's see. So first, let's check the father. Okay, so what does the father think about Khanzadi? I mean, he likes her. He has no issue with her. He feels that she is someone that is very charming, very beautiful. So yeah, so he knows that fans like to see, you know, his son with this girl. So I mean, he does like her. He has no issue with her. Okay, the father has no issue with Khanzadi. Okay, so now let's check the mother. So wow, so how does the mother feel? Okay, so what's her opinion on Khanzadi? Let's check. Okay, somewhere the mother is sort of like she's a bit reluctant. She has fear. She feels that maybe like things won't work out, and she's scared that maybe Khanzadi could betray Abhishek, and she feels that maybe Abhishek could get hurt again. So she feels that Abhishek could get hurt again if he gets involved, you know, or too much inclined towards Khanzadi. So being a mother, she has certain fears, okay? So she's not really sure about Khanzadi, but the father has no issues, okay? Moving on to the next question. All right, so we fans love Abhizadi together. What is his opinion about this shipping, this fandom? Does he feel pressure or anxious about this huge fandom who expects a lot from him? Okay, this is a very interesting question. So let's check this. So how exactly does he feel, okay, when it comes to this particular fandom or sort of so many people liking him with Khanzadi, okay? So let's see. All right, wow. All right, so how does Abhishek feel about this particular fandom? Okay, so yes, definitely he does feel anxious, okay? It does give him anxiety, he does feel the pressure. So at times he does feel that fans really get a bit too over-emotional and they do expect too much, or they start expecting unrealistic things and they get a bit too pushy, and he gets uncomfortable with that, okay, because he wants to do things at his own pace, but he does understand that people love seeing them together, and there's a lot of success and appreciation, you know, when it comes to seeing both of them together, and a lot of people like them together. So there is success associated with this particular hashtag. Abhishek is aware of it, and so yeah, I'm not going to say he does it because of that only. I mean, but yeah, of course, he does feel good about the success associated with it. Okay, all right. So next question. All right, someone wants to know if Abhishek has feelings for Khanzadi. Okay, so I've mentioned this in the past as well, that he is attracted to her. I mean, he does like her. He does get affected by her. Some sort of emotions are there, but I cannot say that 100% he's emotionally invested in her, or maybe he's just considering possibilities overall. Right now, his focus is his career, okay? So that's where he wants to focus. And right now, he's just open to the possibilities. And yeah, so he is inclined towards her in a way, but at the same time, I don't feel he's 100% sure because he's not emotionally ready, as I've mentioned. Okay, so moving on. So let's take some more questions. So what are Abhishek's thoughts on marriage? Okay, someone wants to know. So what are his thoughts on marriage? So okay, how does he feel about it? Okay, so what are Abhishek's thoughts on marriage? Okay, he has a lot of fears when it comes to marriage, you know, and when it comes to love, relationships, and of course even marriage. He's scared of getting betrayed. He's scared of getting hurt because it's happened in the past. He feels that, okay, so he's scared, okay. So, I mean, fears have taken over. So the thought of marriage sort of drowns him. Why? Because he's still not fully over his past, okay? The memories of the past, okay, still haunt him. Because possibly he wanted to marry his ex, you know, he had plans of marrying her, he was really serious about her. So definitely the thought of getting betrayed again, okay, by someone, it really sort of brings him down. So yes, I don't feel he's emotionally sort of ready or stable for the time being, you know. So that's why it's important for him to focus on his career. Okay, so moving on. So someone wants to know Abhishek's hidden feelings for Isha. Okay, so now this person has also asked, okay, so does he still see his future with Isha? Is he possessive about Isha? So I'm going to take these questions all together to give you some clarity, okay, regarding Isha. So okay, so let's see. Does he have hidden feelings for Isha? I mean, I just mentioned that he's not fully over her, okay? He definitely does think about her. So let's see. Does he have secret feelings for her? Does he still see a future with Isha? He's not fully over her, guys. I mean, the trauma is so intense. I mean, maybe he says he's over and done with it, but he's not, okay? So the impact is still there. He's not over her. It's going to take him time. That's why I keep saying, try not to push him to get into a relationship, or don't try to expect anything on those lines, you know, I mean, for his own sake. So because if he does anything out of pressure, so it won't work. It would be unfair on the new girl as well, okay? So definitely he still has emotions. He does get affected by Isha, and he gets deeply hit by things, and but you see, she's looking in the opposite direction, okay? She is maybe not looking towards him. She's looking in the opposite direction. And he feels there's like a third party that has really ruined the situation and is still manipulating Isha against him. There is a third person he feels that is very manipulative, very like devilish, and just is like not gonna let things happen, you know? Even though like a part of him maybe, you know, does at times hope for a miracle, you know, okay, maybe if a miracle takes place at some point, maybe if they can meet, or maybe they can end up together. I mean, I won't lie to you guys. I will answer with the full honesty. There are times even now that Abhishek does sort of hope for a miracle, that, okay, what if a miracle happens and maybe we can end up getting married. Okay, so but then again, there's a devil in the situation. He feels there's a person, or like there's certain people that are washing Isha, and she will not go against these people, okay? But definitely he still has emotions for her, okay? And so yes, but practically speaking, he knows that a relationship with her is not possible. But you know, when it comes to marriage, at times he does get certain thoughts, you know, he does maybe hope for like a miracle. Okay, so let's see. How will Abhishek do in Khatron Ke Khiladi? So let's try to get an idea on that according to his energies. How is he doing? Let's see. Okay, so how is he feeling? How is he doing in Khatron Ke Khiladi? So let's check. How exactly is Abhishek doing? How exactly is he feeling? How is he doing in Khatron Ke Khiladi? Okay, so he really wants to survive. He really wants to make it there. He's trying to sort of stay in control, and he's being very cautious. He doesn't want to mess up. He's going with the flow, and he's also enjoying himself. I mean, he's going with the flow, and maybe he's enjoying the company there, and it's a change of environment, so he is enjoying himself. But he's also a bit worried and scared, you know, like he's just sort of like maybe praying. He's hoping for the best, and he's just trying not to stress too much. But because if he goes down that road, so he would really get anxious and mess up. So he doesn't want to mess up. He is trying to be cautious. Okay, so okay, he feels this is a completely new experience for him, new beginnings, new experience, and he's enjoying himself. So he is considering possibilities, okay, regarding his life, and yeah. So yeah, he is considering possibilities, I feel, somewhere regarding his life, and he feels that this was a good decision, even though he was scared. He was a bit hesitant initially, but I mean, so far, I mean, so good. I mean, I'm not going to say it's been extremely easy, but I mean, he's just getting by. And how will he do in this particular show? How would he do? So maybe he did have a weird encounter with someone. Someone was behaving extremely stubborn, okay, and maybe, I mean, if you remember when I did a reading initially, so, I mean, a while ago, so I did mention that possibly Abhishek maybe could like come across someone that he doesn't really get along with, or some other, you know, energy which clashes with him. I did mention it in one of the readings, as far as I can recall. I don't remember which video it was. But so I feel that maybe someone around him maybe was stubborn. He had a bad experience, but now, you know, and he's getting along with a certain female a lot. Okay, someone with dark hair. Okay, someone with dark hair. So yes, and this is a new experience for him, but he has to work really, really hard, okay? And he's been getting, I've mentioned this as well, he's been getting compliments, or maybe he's getting female attention. So he's been getting compliments from someone, and especially I feel, yeah, from a female, he's been getting compliments. And there's one particular female he's maybe grown close to over there. So yes. And so yeah, I feel that he's just like, it's definitely a mind game. Obviously, he has to conquer his fears. I mean, he's trying to do that. So he's just going with the flow for now. All right, moving on. So now let's check. What else? What other questions can we take? So, all right, so let's see. What do Abhishek's parents think about his marriage? So, okay, so let's see what the parents feel. Okay, so what do his parents feel regarding his marriage? They do consider possibilities, but they're also scared. Like, he's had a really bad experience. He was in a very dark place. So I feel that, you know, especially his mother is really, really worried, okay? And they just want him to focus on his career for now. Everything will happen. Marriage will come later on, but they feel maybe he still has time, and it's just like, everything collapsed. You know, it was a tragic end to something, so they're really scared. I mean, the parents are really worried, and I don't feel they're in a rush for him to get married for now. They just want him to sort of focus on his career, but somewhere maybe they do consider possibilities. It's not a complete no, but for now, I mean, they feel that maybe he should give it more time, you know, especially the mother. She's worried, you know. Yeah, and they feel that he should sort of focus on his work and on his finances. All right, so yes. Okay, so moving on. All right, so let's see. Has Abhishek completely moved on from his past? I mean, I've already answered this question that no, I don't feel he has moved on from his past. The impact is very, very deep, and the trauma is still there. It still affects him on and off, okay? So, all right. So let's see. What else? What else can I take up? There are a lot of relationship or shipping related questions, okay? There's hardly any solo question for Abhishek, you know, regarding him. So that shows how people are linking him up with a lot of different females. So all right, so someone wants to know, how would the next 3 to 4 months be for Abhishek? Okay, professional and personal wise. Okay, so yeah, I could take this question. All right, so let's see. All right, so how would things be for Abhishek now? The next 2-3 months, how would things be for him? Okay, so let's try to get some clarity on that. So first, let's look into his personal life. Okay, so how would things be for him? All right. So how would things be for him in his personal life the next 2-3 months? So he would be focusing on his career, okay? He would be celebrating, having fun, okay? He would be he will try to enjoy his life, and he would be like catching up with friends or bonding with someone like another male, okay? And so he would be working very hard career-wise, okay? So maybe he has everything planned out. So his focus would be his career, okay? Now, someone close to him might sort of be having a baby, or there might be news of a pregnancy. Someone close to him could be a relative, could be a family member. So, so I feel in his personal life, yeah, and he would be focusing on his family and on his mother especially, okay? So he will show a lot of passion for his work, okay? So yes, I feel that, you know, his personal life would actually be occupied with his family and his work mainly. All right. So he will try to keep things simple, you know, and I mean, that's where he would try to focus. But that doesn't mean when it comes to his love life, he won't consider possibilities. He is someone that's impulsive, even though it's not a good idea for him to get into a relationship, but he could be considering possibilities, okay? Maybe he will sort of flirt, he will consider possibilities, he will make new female friends, new energies, okay, in his life. But that, you know, so, but the main focus for the next 2-3 months would be his career and his family, especially his mom, okay? All right, so now professionally, how will things be for him, okay, the next 2-3 months? Okay, this would be the last question, guys, then I have to wrap up the reading. Okay, so how will things be career wise? Career wise, how will things be for Abhishek? And there would be, I mean, he would be traveling, okay, so he might be going from one place to another. And you see, financially, he still has to work very hard. He feels that he's not stable yet. He still needs to go really far ahead. So yes, and this would be a time period of you know, immense spiritual growth. Okay, so there would be growth for him spiritually, and yes, slowly he would be getting there when it comes to his finances, but he still has to work hard, so he would be focusing there. There would be celebration, like I said, he would be celebrating, partying, enjoying with friends. He would be considering possibilities when it comes to love. But so yes, and so I feel that his focus would be his work. He might be attending an important event. Someone new might be entering his life, some new energy. Because as I just mentioned, there could be some new people entering his life, you know, new energy. So he's just considering possibilities, options when it comes to his love life, when it comes to his career, okay? So what is the important message for Abhishek Kumar when it comes to love and career? Okay, so what is the guidance for him? So let's just check that before I wrap up the reading. Okay, so yes, now this is a breakthrough time period for him. So he needs to navigate life's many twists and turns. Okay, so he's been through a lot, and he will come across issues in the future as well, but he needs to deal with them with elegance, and he needs to avoid the previous mistakes. Okay, so not repeat the same mistakes which he made in the past. And yes, planning phase, like I said, he is considering possibilities, options of his life. So this is a planning phase for him. Next 2-3 months, he would be planning out things. I mean, he needs to take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward. So you may turn your goals into reality, and that is what he is going to do. He would be focusing on his work, and he is in a planning phase of things, okay, when it comes to his future, when it comes to financial abundance, money coming his way, okay? So yes, all right. So guys, this was a question and answer session on Abhishek Kumar. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will be back once again. Till then, take good care of yourself. Bye for now.